Good morning and welcome to the Mayor's Weekly. This morning we're filming off-site with the downtown fire station. Without giving you a specific address, it's the fire station. It's located next to our city library and across the street from the former site of Alabama Power Company. And the caption of this morning's meeting, this session, is bringing value to the taxpayers. I spent a long time in the private sector, and my job there was bringing value to the shareholders of a company. And in the public sector, and what I'm doing today, my job is bringing value to the taxpayers of this city. And myself, along with our city council, we try to work in that direction every day. There's a lot of components in bringing value to the taxpayers. Managing the money, making sure you have money to do the things that need to be done in the city. And the reason for being here this morning is we want to unveil two pieces of equipment that represent substantial purchases that will impact and bring value to the taxpayers of this city. Directly behind me is a new fire engine that will go in service today. This fire engine, as purchased and currently equipped, cost about $630,000. Just on the other side of the fire truck is a new garbage truck that's been in service for a couple of days. This particular piece of equipment cost rounded $300,000, and it is equipped with all of the things that are needed to provide garbage pickup service across our city, do it more timely and more reliable. One of the people that I want to recognize in this effort, when you make purchases with public funds, it's not like going out to buy a car or whatever. You just don't do it on your own. You have to go through certain procedures. And our purchasing agent, Delita Abram, does a terrific job. She has worked very hard on and doing the things that we had to do to make these purchases. And it takes time to do that, and I just want to thank Delita for her efforts, being timely, a very efficient purchasing agent, and does a great job for the city. At this time, I'd like to call on our fire chief to come and tell us a little bit about this fire truck. Chief Park?
Yes, sir, Mayor.
Chief, you've been in with the fire department now for maybe approaching 30 years?
Yes, sir.
And seen a lot of things in your career.
Sure.
And equipment, you've operated with bare bones equipment. Today, I think we're better equipped than we've ever been. I think what behind us is evidence of that. But if you would share with the people a little bit about this engine and what it means. Like I said, the caption of this meeting is bringing value to the taxpayers, and clearly this fire truck brings value in a number of ways. Better fire protection and can impact the homeowners and business insurance rates. And I know we're replacing a piece of equipment that has been around a long time.
Yes, sir, Mayor. This is a 2020 engine. We ordered it from E1 back last September, so that gives you a timeline.
This is not like going out again. I mentioned going out and buying a car, because once we placed our order, this engine then went into production, and production points, there are multiple production points for this engine. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's true. You can buy them off an assembly line, but we have ours custom built to meet our needs of our city. We've got a lot of tight turns, and this has got a 45-degree turning radius. You can actually turn this truck around inside of a cul-de-sac, which really helps us, so you're not having to pull up, back up, turn around again. But like I said, we ordered it last September. COVID delayed it a little bit, but it usually takes 12 to 14 months to get a custom-built engine in. It's replacing our 1994 E1 that Randy Dutton bought as chief. That was the first custom we ever bought here. And it was in 1994. They ordered it in 93, and it's replacing it for the ISO. My entire goal since I've been chief is to lower our ISO rating. The number one priority, of course, is getting my guys in the safest stuff I can have them in, which in turn lowers your ISO and is best for the citizens. Today's Thursday, so 3 days ago, this same shift is on. We had a structure fire midday, had a lady that was overcome with smoke upstairs. They were able to get to her, locate her, get her out, and she was released from the hospital that night. A few minutes difference, that might have been a different story we were talking about. So definitely is a great investment by getting a new piece of equipment to place an older piece of equipment.
Well, Chief, I know that this engine is equipped with state-of-the-art equipment. You encounter all sort of challenges when you go to automobile accidents, that sort of thing. And on this particular piece of equipment, let's just use an example that we would have an automobile maybe that's off on an embankment and you have people trapped and whatever, and you have a piece of equipment that allows you to help get those people out, that this is a mobile piece of equipment now. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Technology really works to help us out. Our other extrication equipment are gas powered. They have a power plant, then you have hoses and your extrication equipment itself. Yeah. Many times we have different wrecks that are off at embankments and all. On this, I went totally cordless on this. We don't have to keep up with keeping stable in the gas and having generators and power plants on them. These are cordless equipment, so if we do have an extrication off of an embankment, we don't have to detach it from the equipment and carry it. We've got one piece of equipment that we work with, a cutter spreader, which will definitely help us, help the guys, especially on having to carry that. Right. Also helps on workers' comp. You know, you're not having to carry 3 pieces of equipment, you're carrying 1 piece of equipment.
Well, Chief, it's always good to notch it up. It's always good to equip our people in a manner that they can do what we call on them to do every day, keep them safe, and again, bringing value to our taxpayers. Let me say thank you for your leadership and all the folks in our fire department and the work they do. They do a tremendous job, and I know you stay extremely busy, and I know you're excited about bringing this new engine on board.
Yes, sir. As soon as we're finished here, this truck is going in service. We got it back probably 3 weeks ago, and it's taken that long to get the radios put in, the headsets, and everything, get it all ready to go. But it's fixing to go in service, and we appreciate what you and the council do to help us out. We from the bottom to the top, I've always said we're a team, and that's great. With Delita helping us get all the paperwork done, and Kathy with her part in it, it's a total team effort, and it takes it, and we really appreciate it too, because that makes these guys appreciate, the city appreciates them to let us get the equipment that we need.
Well, Chief, thank you, and Merry Christmas to you and staff, and we look forward to seeing this engine serve the people of Jasper.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
At this time, I'd like to talk a little bit about our new piece of solid waste equipment, a new garbage truck that just came on board last week. And I'd like to call on John Gettings, who heads up our solid waste program. And John, my time in the public sector is the things that people get upset about, but something that ranks at the top is the garbage not getting picked up. Would you agree with that?
I would.
How many years do you have in this?
23 total.
23. So you've seen it up close.
Yes.
Tell us about this piece of equipment. And what I would say to you, this is a $300,000 piece of equipment. We lost a truck in an accident, no fault of anybody's, and we were fortunate enough to find John's research. We found a truck that was totally built out and would meet our needs, and that's the truck over here. I commend John for finding that, and we didn't have a very long break in providing garbage service, did we?
About 4 days.
4 days. But John, talk about this truck a little bit and what it means to the city and how we can better serve the folks. As you may have heard me say, the caption of this meeting is bringing value to the taxpayers.
It's faster.
Hey, John. Tell us about that.
It's faster. It's getting about 500 cans a day. It's 28 yard. It's 4 in the hopper. So it's great.
It's picking up 500 cans a day.
Yes.
Now, broad scope, and I know you know this. How many cans across the city of Jasper, not dumpsters, but residential cans?
6,000.
6,000?
Yes.
So, and this is not the only truck we have.
No, we've got 3.
3.
They each get about 500 a day.
Now, John, what would be the life expectancy of this truck in your operation?
If we don't have a wreck, probably about 5-6 years.
5 or 6 years, because a lot of moving parts and hydraulics and stop and go and that sort of thing.
This stops probably 2,000 times a day, and
Yeah.
it stops.
Stops 2,000 times a day.
He took 11 tons yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's
Now, John, what a lot of people don't know is solid waste operations, while it's under the umbrella of the city, it has to be accounted for separately. You can't make a profit in solid waste,
Right.
as you know. And when we, and I think early days in office, or maybe just before I came on, we had some increase in our garbage pickup fees, but we can't operate solid waste without reliable equipment, can we?
cannot. 'Cause
And,
then we leave everybody in a hazard.
Yeah, and I'm so pleased that when you came to us and shared with us your need, that we were able to respond immediately.
Oh, I was too.
It's absent of us, the city being in the financial condition it's in, we could have been delayed for a considerable time.
To know that we could just get a check and go pick it up was great.
Yeah,
that's the best feeling ever.
Right. Well, John, I appreciate you. How many folks work in solid waste, John?
10.
10, okay. And we have somebody working solid waste 24 hours a day, don't we? Pretty much?
On Saturday from about 3 till Sunday night.
Yeah.
That's the only time my phone door rings.
Right. Well, I appreciate the great job that you do, your staff does for this city, and let me, on behalf of the council, say Merry Christmas to you and your staff, and I hope that this piece of equipment allows you to take your work to a higher level. We appreciate you.
And we appreciate you.
Thank you much. See you. Again, the caption of this meeting is bringing value to the taxpayers, and what's behind me is a little over $900,000 in expenditures that will provide services to people of this city. So many municipalities, unfortunately, are not in a position to do what we've been able to do in this city. I appreciate all the residents of this city, the support we get. I appreciate a council that can see the value that we bring by doing these things, that see value in managing our finances, and it's just exciting for me to make things better for the residents of this city. So we appreciate you being with us, and as mayor and on behalf of the council, let me say Merry Christmas. I hope it's a time that you can spend with your family, enjoy Christmas, and we'll look forward to seeing you early in the new year. Thank you.